Hey friends, happy Tuesday. It's like, I don't know, almost 11 a.m. here. I have to coach the 500K club in a little bit. We're on spring break. My husband has the kids at the trampoline park right now, so I'm just sitting here in silence. I'm in my father-in-law's den. We decided to skip town and go visit my in-laws and do some activities around town with the kids for a few days. For those of you that are brand new to this community, let me welcome you. My name is Brittany Budd. I'm the creator and facilitator of Grow and Give Rich Marketing and Sales Mastery for female entrepreneurs. I'm a mindset and business coach, and I help online entrepreneurs just like you to build and then scale your business to six figures and beyond using organic social media marketing strategies. Hi, hello, how are you? I'm glad you're here. Okay, so I wanted to share with you guys, as I'm enrolling and accepting applications right now to the 10K formula, I wanted to kind of share with you my experience in joining group programs. Before I was a business coach, I was a stockbroker, and I kind of started into like the personal and professional development space like a few years before I became a business coach. I really was trying to utilize these skills and this knowledge and experience to help me grow my stockbroking business. And I have joined no less than, and I say that because, well, you'll figure out why, no less than 4 like group programs ranging between $1,000 and $3,000 in the last like 3-ish years. And I noticed a theme with all of these group programs, okay? You fall in love with the coach that's running them. You think she's super cool. You think her business looks amazing. You want to be in her world. You want to learn from her. You want to hang out with her and be in her energy and be in her space. But what I noticed was, you'd enroll in this thing and you'd get a couple of emails giving you logins and passwords to back ends or schools where there would be tons of videos. And at first you're super excited, right? You're looking at all these videos. Sometimes there's upwards of 30 videos. Sometimes there's more because there's bonuses and things like that have been thrown in for you. And, if you're like me and you're a young mom who's trying to create a sustainable business, you're thinking, oh my goodness, I have lifetime access to this. I can do this at my own pace. This is great. And you're very like gung-ho. Like I had all the notebooks. I had the expensive day planner that was laid out by hour. And, I'd lay out my days and I'd be like, I'm going to spend this much time on this program. And you've got these 30 or more videos. And sometimes these videos are like an hour each long. Sometimes they're even longer. And so you're like, I'm going to buckle down. I'm going to watch these videos. I'm going to go through this workbook and I am going to make something of myself. And what kind of happened to me, and I know this happens to a lot of people because something like, I think it's way higher than this, to be perfectly honest, but 70% of people never finish the programs that they buy. And I think this is a huge reason why they don't finish. Because, like, thinking of, like, the first program I ever bought, I was pregnant with my daughter, or I just had her, so she's 4 now, so this is even maybe 4 years ago. I've got this baby. I've got 2 little boys at home. I don't have an hour to sit and watch one video and try to take notes and really absorb what I'm trying to listen to. That's not how my life worked. And so very quickly, I'm doing my best. You're doing your best. You've set up a schedule. Your kids could give two shits about your schedule, right? Nobody cares about your schedule. They're on their own schedule. Snacks, poop, diapers, naps, meltdowns. Like, your kids don't care that you're trying to build a business and learn from a course. The other things that I noticed was there would be a lot of people in these programs, like sometimes 50, sometimes 100, sometimes hundreds of people would be in these programs. And at first glance, you're like, woohoo, super fun. I'm going to make some new friends. This is going to be amazing. Until you get to the coaching call. And the coach that you bought this from, because you were so excited to be in her world, she's never really anywhere to be seen. She has bigger fish to fry. She is not coming into like a low 4-figure group program with hundreds of people to coach. She might once in a while, but the majority of the time, it is people that work for her or her high-level clients that are coming in and coaching for her. So let's say you get, one coaching call a week, and it's an hour long, and there's like a couple hundred people here, and then it's not even her. You feel very quickly like you're alone. I would sometimes have to wait weeks before I was even called on to get my question answered in one of the programs that I was in. We had to submit our questions in an email like a month in advance. And then sometimes you wouldn't even get called on for a couple of weeks after that. And for me, and I think that people that work with me are like me, if I have a question and I'm trying to grow my business, I don't have weeks and weeks, or I don't want to wait weeks and weeks before I have an answer. I want to have an answer. And, when the coach that you're there for isn't showing up and it's someone different every single week, your business is different. Your business feels different. Your circumstances feel different than everyone else in the room. And you're not one to just kind of like unmute yourself and start screaming in a Zoom until someone notices you, and it's like a survivor situation. I've never been in one of those, but I've heard of them. Survivor situation coaching calls where it's like the loudest person gets picked. That's not me. I can't do that. And so the person that you join for isn't around. They're off doing other things and like their higher ticket programs. They're scaling way back how many hours they're working. They've got a team of coaches that are doing things in the program on her behalf. It feels like nobody understands you. Nobody knows you. They don't know your personal life. They don't know your business. They don't know your history. They don't know your background. And you maybe aren't even getting called on to get your questions answered. And when you do, you feel so rushed that you just kind of like blurt out the first thing that comes to your mind, and then they answer you with like 2 words, and then they're on to the next person, right? I mean, I think we can all kind of say, if you've invested before, that's probably something that you invested in. A situation just like that, a ton of videos that are over an hour long that you don't have time to watch, coaching calls that feel like stressful, like an all-out like ring match where you're just like UFC fighting. There's lots going on. And again, the person that you wanted to be in their energy and learn from and be in their space and access their brain is not around. And the people that are showing up, it's not consistent. They don't get to know you because there's so many people, and you just feel really defeated after a couple of weeks. And guess what? You don't finish the program. Something's going to happen where you get thrown off schedule and now you're behind on watching your videos. You get thrown off schedule and now you didn't log in for that week's call. And then the next thing you realize, you've never completed it. Now, I've done this in 4 different containers with 4 different coaches. sometimes for the fun of it. But in my early stages, this is what I thought I needed to grow my business. And so when I created the 10K formula, which has gone by many different names, it was the Audience Incubator at one point, it was the Babe to Boss 90-Day Intensive at one point, the core of what I teach you stays the same. Because the tenets and the foundation of how I run my business is the same. So the things that have been taught throughout have never changed. It's just gone through like a rebrand a couple of times. But it's everything that I wanted. It's everything that I wish that I had. So when I created this program, it has 6 videos. You don't need more than 6 videos. You don't need 1,000 bonuses. You don't need to listen to me yammer on for over an hour, a dozen, 2 dozen, 3 dozen times. That is just filler that other coaches have used to boost their stack. If you're not sure what a stack is, it's very much a bro marketing thing, where you just start like layering on a bunch of shit that doesn't cost you any money to give, and you put like an exorbitant dollar amount value on it, and then you start building up the price of your program in value by giving all of this stuff. So by the time you're done, it's like, oh wait, and there's more. It's very like TV infomercially. And I've actually seen coaches do this live and be like, but wait, there's more. And I'm like, you're reminding me of that guy that did he did like the OxyClean. The guy with the beard. You guys remember that guy from TV? But wait, there's more. If you buy now, you're going to get this, this, this. And so it's just kind of like added up. And then the whole purpose behind the stack is you've got this thing. It's 10 times more expensive by the time you're done in your mind than the price that you want to charge. So like 10K formula, for example, if I was going to do this, which I'm not, 'cause it's crap, I would be like, it's a value of $30,000 and it can be yours for only $3,000. Wow, right? And so they add all this stuff into their stack where they're like, here's these extra bonus videos, here's this extra workbook, here's this secret podcast, here's all this stuff that you don't actually need. It's not going to inspire you into action. It's not actually going to change a whole lot for you, but it looks like I'm giving you so much for your money. But you don't actually end up using any of it, right? And so for the 10K formula, you have 6 videos and they're like 30 minutes. And I do them live. I don't pre-record them. I mean, I record them for your sake, but I don't pre-record them and then throw them in there and be like, watch these. It's me live. You can come and talk to me. You can come and get coaching from me. You can come and ask me questions in real time as I'm teaching the 6 classes, which class number 1, we start out doing like CEO mindset stuff. We're talking about goal setting, we're talking about time inventory, and we're talking about making decisions and thinking about your business like a business, not a hobby. Okay. And these are so important because I attract a lot of moms. Time management and goal setting and thinking about your business is where we get hitched up pretty easy. Okay, so that's day number 1. Day number 2 is all about being seen as the expert. It's about having a very clear message, getting very clear on your messaging, who you are, what you do, why your audience should care at all, and really being that thought leader, that expert, getting visible. Okay, day number 3, we talk about content that converts to cash. This is the most important thing. I teach you my proprietary concept called the content wheel, where I teach you how to use your own life and your own experiences to come up with 30 days, 90 days. Elle even came up with a year worth of content for your audience so that you can use this stuff, get engagement, and like really grow and nurture your audience through your words. You're never going to wonder, what should I be doing? What can I say? I don't know what's happening anymore. I'm going to have content that connects your audience with you and turns them into clients. That's what we all want. Day number 4, we talk about the VIPs. Again, this is my proprietary concept of valuable information parties, how you can give value to your audience and show what you know, show your knowledge, show your experience, show what you're all about, make amazing offers, and really connect with those people on a deeper level than just the day-to-day content where you're giving a ton of value and you're making super delicious offers to those people. It can look like a webinar. It can look like a masterclass. It can look like a short series or a couple of lives that you're going to do inside your group. It can look like a challenge. It can look like anything. And I share this all the time. My client Estelle, she does two different VIPs. She does a closet cleanse challenge. It's like a week-long challenge. She charges very little for it. And then she also does like a color class. She's a style coach, so that makes sense. And last time she did her color class, it was a 45-minute class. She signed 2 pay in full one-on-one clients and did $11,500 that month because of that 45-minute color class, that 45-minute VIP that she hosted. So I'm going to help you come up with what your VIP is going to be and like help you iron out what it sounds like, what it looks like, what's included, so that it doesn't feel like it's really taxing on you. It's very fun for you. It's very fun for your audience. It gives you more exposure and again, attracts those clients to you. Number 5, we talk about writing copy, which is the words that you use to actually sell your stuff. So that it's very sexy, very juicy, very compelling. I see so many entrepreneurs just say things like, hey, if you want to work with me, I'm taking one-on-one clients, DM me for details. And guess what? That never works. Or, you hide from actually making the offer. You hold back from saying, hey, I can help you book a call with me. Here's a link, or join my thing, or apply for my program, or whatever. I'm going to show you how to actually make a compelling offer every day to your audience. And then finally, number 6, I'm going to help you become a much better seller by teaching you how to sell, because it is a skill to be learned and most people don't know how to sell, and overcome objections. And if you're thinking, well, if someone has an objection to working with me, then that means they're a no. That's false. If someone has an objection, that just means that their brain is afraid. And as a coach, as an entrepreneur, as someone selling their things, it's your job to get to the root of the fear that's causing them to have questions and kind of hold back and help show them their thoughts. It's not about convincing someone to be a yes. It's about empowering them to make an educated decision for themselves, for their families, for their business. Sometimes that person ends up saying no, and you have to be okay with that. Okay, so it's about being a really good seller, handling objections like a professional person, and effectively getting more sales through that. So those are your 6 videos. They're like 30 minutes, maybe longer if people have a lot of questions. You certainly don't have to stick around, but they're there for you. You can watch them in real time. You can watch the replays later. I do have a killer workbook. It's so good. I created the workbook because it's something to kind of follow along with and make notes in while you go through the live trainings. And then you get 12 weeks of 12 weeks of group, 1-hour group coaching calls with me. But it's with me every time. Very rarely do I bring someone in to coach for me. Sometimes I do, but it's very, very seldom. Okay, so 12 weeks, it's me, you, and a few other people. I keep this very small group because I want to know you. I want to know what's going on in your business. I want to know what's going on in your personal life. I don't want to give you generic coaching advice. I want to give you custom mentorship and custom coaching advice that fits with your life. And so I do have an application process so that I can get to know you in advance, so that I can be the best coach for you. Like I said, I'm not giving you just default information when you come to me with a problem because I don't know you from a hole in the ground. I know you. I know your business. I know your goals. I know your desires. I know your struggles. I know your personal life. I know everything that's going on. So you get a higher level of access to a multiple six-figure expert business coach than you do in some of these other programs. And that's not to slam these other programs. It's not to say that their business model is wrong. It's not wrong. Lots of people do it. Lots of people find a lot of success in it. It didn't work for me because I wanted something different. And so I created my group program to be very, very, very different. 12 weeks will get you lots of the foundation work and lots of success. You'll be well on your way. You have the option to redo it again and again and again and again if you want more support with me. But if you don't, that's okay too. Okay? So this is for women, moms that are wanting to sign and working towards signing their first ever client or get their first ever customer, or entrepreneurs, coaches that are getting clients, but it's really sporadic. It's not consistent. It's very random here and there. Where are they coming from? Who knows? I don't know. It's just sort of sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. That is who I designed this for. People who are really inconsistently getting clients or not getting clients. And I'm going to give you the foundation to create consistent clients. And it starts with having your own audience, your own space where you're just like, if I click on this button, there are people in there that love me and want to listen to me and want to hire me every single day. It doesn't matter. Trust me, that is so much more sustainable and scalable than jumping all over the place, wondering where your clients are going to come from, wondering who they're going to be, stressing, hustling, throwing spaghetti at a wall, like posting and praying, copying and pasting the same message into every group you can get your hands into. That is not a sustainable or a scalable business model. Having your own space where you're showing up every day, you know exactly what to say, you know exactly how to sell to them, you know exactly how to get them engaging, you know exactly how to convert them into clients, that is so much easier. A space is constantly growing. The people are warm and hot and ready to hire you. The people are ready to say yes to you before your offers are even made available. That is a sustainable business model. And that's what I've done here. So many of you have been here since like very early days. You've watched me do this, and then you've watched me create almost $400,000 in 2 years. All cash, all organic, all from this group. And so I'm not teaching you anything that I've never done. I'm teaching you exactly what I did. It wasn't taught to me. It's just what I did. So this whole program is proprietary to me because it's how I did it. And I'm going to help you to do it for you in a way that feels good for you. It's for moms that don't have a ton of time. We're not going to spend a ton of time. I spend 1 to 2 hours posting, writing content, posting, and then engaging in this group every day. Sometimes less, sometimes more, but sometimes less, okay? And that's all we have time for. It's the nooks and crannies of our business that we have time to build it as moms, right? So you're going to know exactly what to do. It's going to be very simple. You're not going to question where your clients are going to come from. You're going to know exactly where they're coming from. They're coming from your own group. We're going to grow it. We're going to nurture it. We're going to sell to it. We're going to make money from it. That's it. Super simple steps. Super simple strategy, very sustainable, very scalable, and so fucking easy to make money with. Okay, so early applications, get early acceptance. You definitely want to be in this group. There's no good reason to wait to make a lot of money. There's no good reason to stop stressing about where your next client's going to come from. There's no good reason to wait on having a better strategy of getting clients. There's no good reason to wait to know exactly what to do every day in your business to get clients. You could have a 10K month in April. Like, no question. Applying now, getting accepted. We start in April. You dive straight in. You could have a 10K month in April. You could have a 2K month. You could have a 5K month. I'll tell you, when I started my business, 2K months was the life changer for me. I just needed $2,000 a month. And that would have been enough for me to leave my stockbroking business and be a full-time coach. It's all I needed. It wasn't very much. And when I started hitting 2K and then started hitting 5K, 5K months really changed my life. 5K months was like, oh my goodness, I've made it. I made $5,000. And then when you start using these same strategies and creating 10K months, and then 20, and then 30, and then 40K months, you realize how sustainable and how scalable it truly is to just show up in one place, give value, share your life, and invite people to work with you. How simple, how easy. And we're in, the 10K formula, we're changing lives. That's why I made this. I made this for you to have access to me, to ask me anything, anytime. You don't have to wait for the weekly coaching calls. You can ask me anything in the group anytime and get coached and get answers. It is geared for massive traction, massive growth, high access support constantly, small group, me knowing your business very intimately and giving you very customized support so that you can have that massive traction and have that massive growth and have a completely different business life and bank account in 30 days, in 60 days, in 90 days. This program is pure gold. That's why I've run it 5 times now. This is the first time in 2022, but I ran it 4 times last year. This is the first time this year. It's absolute gold. It is the thing that's going to get you unstuck in your business. It's the thing that's going to get you clients in your business. It's the thing that's going to create flow and ease in your business that feels so good, feels so fun, means that you can say yes to more of the things you want to say yes to, like bathing your kids, putting them to bed, spending time with your spouse, going to the spa, spending time with your friends, going to the beach, going to Disney World. We're big Disney people, you guys know that. We go to the beach multiple times every summer. We're just up and gone. I'm not home right now. I didn't have to ask for time off. I just left my house. We get to do the things we want to do. We never have to miss recital. I get to take my daughter to cheerleading every week. It's never a big deal. Like, I get to take her every week. That's a priority to me. I get to take my boys to kickboxing every week. That's a priority to me. You never have to miss anything you don't want to miss. You get to say yes. You get to be the mom you want to be, and it gets to start now. And it starts with you saying yes to yourself and applying for the 10K formula and getting accepted and starting on this business journey to freedom. So BrittanyBudd.com/10K formula. Go enroll right now. I hope to see your applications today as I'm on vacation. How much fun would it be for me to be accepting people into the program while I'm on vacation? That's amazing. If you have questions about it, feel free to drop them in the comments. If you want to DM me privately, absolutely feel free to do that. I'm happy to talk to you and answer your questions. But this is the thing that makes 2022 different for you. I guarantee it. I promise it. All right, my loves, have an amazing day. I'll see you all later. Bye.